So similar to safety, linebacker is something I've looked at lately because I've rationalized how we might need one pretty soon. I know we just re-signed Bolton. That's amazing. Tranquil's got to get out of his contract after next season. And then Chanel's a free agent after the season. So we're going to make some decisions soon. And usually when it comes time to making decisions on multiple players, you usually draft a cheaper option to fill in one of those. So I could see us re-signing Chanel and going younger and then having an athletic trio, especially around Bolton, who's not the most athletic linebacker. I'm not going to get into Bolton slander here, but it'd be good to have him next to two guys who are extremely athletic. And Jeffrey Bassa is definitely bringing that, right? So I do like a couple guys in this range in the middle rounds, but he's 6'2", he's 235. He's big enough to take on tight ends and running backs, and he's even matched up against slot receivers on occasion. He's a former safety, so he's got that coverage background. He's a smooth mover. He's also cool sticking his nose in there and getting dirty. He's not just one of those finesse coverage linebackers. He can read lanes. He can react. He's vocal. He's a leader. He's explosive, not that twitchy, but he is explosive. And while he's looking to maybe eventually replace Drew, he's also a standout special teamer. So that's something he can contribute this year while also getting some reps at linebacker. Weak side Will.
Player comp wise, we talk about athleticism. Is he like a Willie Gay?
I mean, I don't think he's that. No, I don't think he's that big of a freak. Willie Gay was a freak coming out at college. I mean, I don't think not many people rival Willie Gay coming out of school. I can look at see what player comps are though. Jeffrey Bassa player comp.
Is he a day 3 guy?
Yeah, he's day 3. He's probably in the 4th round. I've seen him go earlier than that. It depends on the mock draft. I've seen him go around 100. I've seen him go in that early 100s though. 100 to 140 probably is probably his range, under 150. So yeah, 3rd, 4th round. Player pro comp, Okereke, which I'd be totally fine with.
I love that. Yeah,
be very nice. Cedric Gray. Not a lot of player comps. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, with Chanel as a free agent after next year, Tranquil is a free agent after next year, or is this his contract year?
He has a get out year.
Interesting.
So I think he might be done with his guaranteed money. We can recoup, I think, $5 to $7 million back.
I mean, so like a lot of these positions, this is on the table as well. I mean, and I remember during the combine, Veach did talk about linebackers being somewhat impressive in this draft, which you don't hear a lot of people saying that about this draft. But the fact that he specifically mentioned linebackers was interesting because it was a lot of speculation going on because we hadn't signed Bolton yet. I was like, oh, Veach is talking about the linebackers in this draft. Does that mean Bolton's not going to be re-signed? And then obviously he got re-signed after that. However, I mean, yeah, just interesting that Veach did specify linebackers if you go back to March. So if you go back to his combine presser, he did talk about that.
Dan Headley, Chad Greenway, other comps.
Okay.
Dre Greenlaw, another comp.
I wouldn't mind that.
Just a very, very good coverage linebacker who's not afraid to get his nose dirty and make some tackles. Which, I mean, he's a big guy too, man.
Yeah, 6'3", 212 or 232?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6'3", 6'1", 232, sorry.
He can go. I had him at 6'2", but you could very well be right. I could very well be right.
Yeah, this is all the measurables from the combine.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, nice to have a guy that'll be able to stick on running backs, tight ends, and slot receivers. We've certainly had that problem over the past couple of years. So, people want to try to make Bolton into some like fast, twitchy guy who can also cover the seam. Well, no, you just draft the guy who can do that and let Bolton be Bolton. That's what you do. So, that's the ticker. Yeah. Zerline has him going in the 4th round. So
okay.
Around there.
Okay.
Early hundreds.
Yeah. So, Jay, do you know much about this Jeffrey Bassa guy from Oregon?
I watched a little bit of him. I think he's a good player. I think he's what I'm trying to think of what I thought about him before. I think as far as tackling and coming down and making plays was something a little bit different. I think he's more of a finesse guy. But I like him. You said he does a good job. I think it was one thing they were talking about how good he does cover against.
Yeah, he's a former safety.
Yeah, so that's one thing do like. Being you playing weak backer, so he's going to be playing, a little bit, on the flow. So, speed that's what you want to be able to see. Can he get downhill when you need for him to? And meet him at the meet the guy in the hole I think is some of the question. But I think, man, he looked like a pretty decent player. So I don't know where is he projected to go?
Fourth
round. Okay.
Yeah. Can also play this year while he's learning the ropes. He's a really good special teamer too.
Okay.
So that'll help this year.
Day three guy's definitely going to be playing special teams.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice.
You want that. He ran a 4.63. That's pretty good. It's no joke. I mean, he's not, he's not Willie Gay, but he's, it's pretty good.
Tell you what, just based on this picture, got good looking calves right there.
I was going to say,
nice calves.
That I'll tell you what, man, that Oregon program, that Nike sponsorship's doing all right. They got some pretty proportioned dudes, man. Him, Burge, Derek Harmon, and Connerly. They're proportioned guys. They're big proportioned dudes.
Yeah, they're doing right up there at the Nike factory.
Yeah, they're doing something right over there.
But yeah, big calves, man. Don't mean you're gonna be fast.
That's true.
No, it doesn't.
Small ankles now. There you go.
Yeah, I got big calves and small ankles, JD.
Do you?
That's that 4.5 speed right there.
There you go. Yeah. I got small ankles too. You talk about my ankles, like, hey man, that's speed right there.
Is that a thing with people who are small ankles that they're generally faster? Is that the
That's what
is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what they say. I mean, I don't know if the size behind it. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I got small ankles. Yeah, I'm fast. So yeah.
Interesting. Stu, the Pistons won the next game. All right, Jeffrey Bassa, don't mind it. Linebacker, where do you kind of put? I forget where your chart back there, JD. Where's linebacker on your chart as far as your priority?
My priority wise, I think
you don't have it on there.
I do not. Nope. I don't have a linebacker. All
right.
Only have it on the board. So Drew Brissace said, I hope JD didn't blow his eardrums out. No, I didn't. I feel tons better though. Seems like the more I speak and talk, man, the worse it gets. Just stuff.
Does the fact that Chanel's a free agent and we have a get out of Tranquil's contract next year, would that maybe change prioritization of linebacker or no?
Shoot. Chanel should have at least one more year?
Yeah, this is it. This is contract year.
Jeez. What? Well, I mean,
yeah, we got a few positions that are.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying when you went away. It was like linebacker's kind of like safety for me. It was one of those I wasn't really thinking about. When you look at those future contracts, you're like, man, that room's going to be real empty coming soon, man. We need to start stockpiling some talent here in these rounds.
Yeah, you might be able to find a quality guy. There's a lot of different guys.
Yeah.
Later rounds, that you could possibly get. The dude from Notre Dame, Kaiser, something like that. He's another one that's like later on. There's a dude from UCLA that's pretty good.
Yeah,
some
linebackers.
Yeah, there's some good guys that you could get later on.
Mondin from Georgia. A lot of people like him too.
Yeah.
He tore up the combine. He tested real well.
Yeah. So linebacker could be it. This could be the guy. Keep in mind, Jeffrey Bassa, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.